I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I just had to do and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining. I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. Yeah.
Coach, thank you. Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. That'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Done. 120.
So don't say nothing. Shoot!
Hey, stand.
Check 31, check 31.
Hey.
Turn up.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Lane 5-3, lane 5-3.
Switch. Check 99.
Lane 5-2. 46 down, man, 5-4. Here we go. Wait, good.
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Two jet. Check. 61, matchbox, lights.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
Check 53. Hey, pick your game up.
On 1st down, Locke. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go. Now.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Completes it to Hardman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
Ready? 60 or smooth.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill on 2nd down. Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll run forward with Pollard, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Check 52. Down the man inside. Down the man.
On 2nd and 1, Wentz eluding the pressure right. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Switch. Kill.
No.
Kill.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
51 to Mike. 51.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Bradley Chubb, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They look to throw. It's Locke. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. Waiting.
Stay with your man. Mike Zink.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Pac-Man. Waiting.
Go. Go. Check.
Check. Lock. Go. Lucky.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now Forbath for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys 14. Eagles 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Sanders. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Pac-Man. Waiting.
I'm coming. Quick the edge.
Other side. Solid.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wentz. That's caught by Howard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Mike 51, Mike.
Run.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On first down, Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Flag.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check.
What's this done?
3, check 3.
Win.
Check 15, check 3.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Watch the screen. 6 guys.
Kill.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Wentz to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A final shot before half for Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
60 or.
Number 53, Mike 53.
On third down, Locke to the right side, and he's got more complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check nickel.
6-6, pull it high. Rock it. Hey, Haywood! Get it!
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. To throw it is Locke.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about pace.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside. Trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run with Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established. But in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
86 the man. But, got to get the point. Get on the point right here.
Let's go. Great.
Wentz now to throw. Aguilar has it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Wentz now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
51, Mike 51. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And it's made at the Cowboys' 42. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Kill.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hey, Echo.
Man, I got you.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
82. Hey, Zoom.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Lefty.
Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Hey, check.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he connects with Ertz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Got it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Down. 70, Indy. Hey, Charlie. Hit it.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? They
really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken on the 25. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Howard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Lean 5-3, lean 5-3. Hey, we're good, we're good.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wentz. Dashing through the snow, 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
What you got, Levy? Give me some.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch twins. Watch twins. 80 weapon. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. It's caught by Aguilar. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now This game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
132 fighter.
Going to run again here with Pollard. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Dallas, it's another win for them. And you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1.